What's up, everybody? Try not to sneeze here, but welcome to Bebé Loves Sports, where sports and gaming is the exquisite fusion. This has been quite the game. I'm on in the second half between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Now, as you can see, I am a Packers fan, and I picked for this week the Packers. But it feels so good seeing the 49ers from a professional standpoint and a fan point of view that likes to see other teams do their thing, not necessarily beat down my team, but it feels really good, I know, for the 49ers to have such an electric season. And nobody saw that really coming. Okay, nobody, not really nobody. And then all of a sudden, I was up on Facebook Live with the fam, doing the little private off-scene thing. And I was just like, now you see all these flags just everywhere. 49er flags. And it's so cute. It's okay. But shout out to not the bandwagon fans, because, you got a lot of bandwagoners. But shout out to the diehard fans that through win, lose, or draw, they stay and they rock it out. Just like with the Packers, for the first half, scoreless. I was not expecting that. I was expecting electricity when the 49ers faced off with the Seahawks. An amazing game. But I was not expecting this. And yeah, I got my little Packer leggings on. So the defense, the offense, the playmaking, everything with the 49ers is working. And indeed, my fellow sport broadcasters, that is how you win games. We have scored a touchdown. It now went from 0 to, we did get on the board, 8 to 30. 49ers lead. I definitely felt like, for some reason, we should have watched that film, especially with that game between the 49ers and the Seahawks. Because we just looked very, very lifeless out there. Very, very. And so, that's that. Got the music here playing of Chill Hop music right here on YouTube. Make sure you check them out. Chill Hop really throws you up in the zone. So I'm going to move this a little bit back so I can chill. I think that's a little bit better. Maybe not as better, but it is what it is. I'll be coming into the light. So here we go. We're on live stream here chilling, and I'm going to bring this music down. And just really good football that the 49ers have been playing. The play, the routes, everything. Just absolutely amazing with the 49ers. Really good coaching. Everything. The playmaking, the routes, everything. They're just on. So, I'm in chill mode. And just to give you all a foreshadowing here, how you have outside noise, but these are things that you can't control. Well, we may hear some revving of the engines, and this is, you got these people who move into the community and they have that little racing thing going on. But when you are in the city limits and you're in a community where people are homeowners and trying to chill, and there's a noise audience, there's legal stuff, and you want to rev up your engines, you need to go to the race drag place for that. So if he does try to do that again, we'll go outside together and we'll see and just hear it together. I've already called the law enforcement to have a little chit chat. I mean, I'm not talking about like revving your engine and get going. I'm talking about like you just revving that, and then you got those racing cams in there and stuff. That's just crazy. So I just want to, hopefully we could get through this broadcasting and stuff without having to do that. So we'll just see what happens. But this has just been so bizarre how we look so lackluster in the first part of the game, the Packers, and then second half here, and now hey, better late than never, but it's just like we're in the third quarter here with about 2 minutes at the 2-minute warning, and now we're trying to go in for all this here. Ooh, get down to the wire. Ooh, we're going to just, try and shake some things up and knock down this 20-something lead. Not that it can't happen, but, yeah, we got the injuries and stuff like that. But we've been better than this. And what Seattle showed is that just getting sacked, flag. This live stream also is with live chat, so if you're coming in and you want to chat, that'd be cool. And welcome all new subscribers to BB Love Sports. Definitely appreciate that. This one we did not put on the platforms that we would be going live stream. This is just like a real chill type of day. And but for other sports, not just football, basketball, soccer, hockey, tennis, golfing, those kind of things, gaming, everything like that. That's why, BB Love Sports, sports and gaming is Exquisite Fusion. We're going to be doing not just sports, but tech talk and gaming and all that other good stuff. Just easing on into the channel. But I welcome all new subscribers. Hello, all who have already subscribed. Many other live streams, they will have the time and date there so we can do the live chats. All right, so my picks. My picks were pretty good. I didn't get obliterate, and I thought that was really, really cool. Let's go over them. I'm going to throw that music in the background there just a little bit. All right, so let's go over these real quick. I'm going to bring you back into the light. See how the light is, but when you back and everything, like, okay. So here we go. Dolphins and Browns. Throughout the helmet fiasco that we've been seeing, and, the racial slurs, is it true, is it not true, the indefinite suspension, the Browns held it together, and I said it on the previous live streams that if they held it together, they could win, and they did just that. Dolphins, Browns, 41-24 for the Dolphins, 41 for the Browns. Lions and Redskins. I went with the Lions. Redskins, hey, Redskins, I got to win. 19-16 is the final. Raiders and the Jets. This was my wild card, and I picked the Raiders. Jets would take it. Professionally, statistically, it would be the Jets. 34-3. So my wild card didn't get the win. Jaguars and Titans. I went with the Jaguars. What is going on there? They were like so electric, just how the 49ers are now. And like, I don't see that electricity right there with them like before, like last season. 42-20. So congratulations to the Titans. Patriots and the Cowboys. I thought this was going to be a really good game. I thought this was going to be really, 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 really good, okay? And, of course, I picked the Patriots. The Patriots did win. Low-scoring game, 9-13. 9-13. Let me say it one more time. 9-13. All right. So then, Packers and the 49ers. I did not think it was going to be like this. Did anybody not watch the tape there with the Seahawks? I'm not going to run in the ground, but you know, with the Seahawks and the 49ers. Like, did anybody watch the tape? Okay. Well, I hope I said that right. Wait a minute. Monday Night Football. And welcome to the live stream wherever you're coming in. This live stream does have live chat, but if you're looking at it afterwards, then there's no live chat. But the Ravens and the Rams, I feel like that's going to be a really good game. That's Monday Night Football. And I might come on live stream for that tomorrow, but I will give the heads up. That is, for me, I'm going with the Ravens. But I feel like with this one, this could be anybody's game because you really could have the Rams come in. You can't sleep on the Rams. So we just have to see what happens and just go from there. So my picks overall. Ooh, where are you going? We're not demolished. I'm trying to get this to not go in the other direction. When I set it down, I broke one of my tripod holders, and they're really, really good. I had 3, and it's like in 1 week, I broke 2, which just really blew my mind there, because I was just like, what is going on? So I got to order some more of that. So I just got a lot of things going on here. Different batteries, because I'm looking at different devices and stuff like that. So that's where we are with everything. Oh, that's a little bit depressing there. It's real chill. But it is called Chill Hop, isn't it? All right, so they've been really getting at Aaron. I mean, like, the defense has just been dead in the water. He's been getting that sack. You know, and then everybody keeps saying, like, it doesn't compute. You know, you got, like, my fellow sportcasters right there. But it does. It's not like we as Packers, and yeah, I'm a Packers fan. It's not like we have the holy grail for everything, but it's just not sparking. We are not sparking in the first half. Out of bounds. So, you know, he's trying to make those connections, but nothing is getting off. Yeah, he's behind. Nothing's going on there. So we're going into the fourth quarter, 14 minutes. So we're going to watch this together. This was not, like, absolutely not what I was expecting. There's a flag going. Pass interference. Automatic first down. So
Chris, it looks to me like he grabs Norm shoulder a little bit early before the ball gets there, restricts him. There's the grab right there. Good going.
Just very lackluster vibrations happening here. Okay. And energy, I'm just going to hold it. This is going to be truly aggravating. But anyway, I don't want you all to be out of the way of the light and everything like that. So, hope that you all have been doing well. Hope that your teams have been doing well. I know Packer Nation is sitting here like, what are we doing? Another flag down. What now? Holding.
There's John Lynch putting this team together. You know, you talk about, Chris, the great defensive line, so two of them come to mind.
I must say, you know, like a lot of people are saying, you know, the 49ers have been, you know, real electric. No doubt about that. And I know that people are just really, really proud of their team out there. You know, it feels good. I mean, not just their tackling, everything. Their routes have been good. The tackles have been good. The passings have been good. The rushings have been good. The 49ers have been good. And they are really, really having some good coaching there. If you've been taking a look at some of the highlights around the league today, Jerry Jones had a lot to say about his coaching staff for the Cowboys. How do I feel about that? How do you feel about that? Well, this is what I feel, and everyone else has said it. You are the owner. It really looks better for you to pull back and have some restraint. Have those kind of conversations in the boardroom with your team or the coaches, and then go from there. Because when you do these press conferences and stuff like that, it really goes into your psyche even more. It starts going into the coaches' psyches, and then the players, and it's just not good for the team. You can say all day that, oh, that's just Jerry Jones being Jerry Jones, but, you know, maybe you need to throw in the coach's hat and then you play. But you can understand that from an owner's point of view, but you don't see like other owners, you know, out there just mind-blowingly doing all of that. If you're having a problem with the coaches, sit on down and see how that goes, and then just kind of go from there. Just see what's up, what happens, you know, what can we do to get this straightened out or anything like that. Just unnecessary drama. All right, so the helmet to helmet contacts. We saw a little bit of that today in some of the games. Just got to really be careful out there. But it definitely wasn't a rodeo show helmet thing like the drama that happens with the Browns. And then with the whole supposed, alleged racial slurring. And then this week is still a lot more of that happening. So, you know, you just have to, through all of the good times as a player, no matter what's going on, rise to those occasions as much as you can. Handle that stuff off the field. Don't put yourself in a position where, even if it is according to about a racial slur, don't give the energy of sitting there, you still looking like the bad guy and that kind of thing, you know. Immediately, I would have said that's what it was and held that game up. But, that's easier said than done because, with the quotes that I spoke about on the previous uploads for today, people are going to do what they need to do. As far as like if they feel like somebody's disrespecting them or, kind of going off on them in such a weird way, and, you just feel like snapping, literally. But as far as what we have been doing here tonight, Packer Nation, we're going to take this L. Unless something catastrophic happens and the 49ers have a meltdown. And I just don't see that happening. So here we go.
Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by our friends at AWS. And this is a pretty easy one tonight. Play action pass.
It is. Getting feedback from people who are watching the game. I'm just trying to situate this good for you all. I don't know what happened here. There we are with these live streams. I just better hold it. Because the lighting, I don't feel like throwing on a whole bunch of blinding light. A lot of times I have like low lights, incense, candles watching these games, especially if I'm chilling and everything. And this is what I feel is in the books, ladies and gentlemen, Packer Nation. Oop. Got the first down. Running this clock. Just run this clock. Only ones that are feeling any pressure right now is going to be the Packers. About 10 minutes ago in the fourth. I also have my cute little, if you can see that, my little leggings, Packer leggings on. I saw them and I was like, well, that's cute. I know everybody's going to be looking at that film come tomorrow with the 49ers, because this has been really some excellent play making decisions, really good coaching decisions. Team is fired up really, really nicely. I mean, it's just like, you can't beat this. And, you got to call it for what it is. We're going to throw some groove music here, too. Right here on the live stream. Just chill zone, because look at her. Just easy. Ooh. And this is Chill Hop Music. Make sure you check them out and support them right here on YouTube. Always showing love to the music folks and just, the people that I rock with here on YouTube. When I'm off, not doing my thing on my channels. I'm just sitting, chilling back, and I am subscribed to some really cool and very diverse channels here on YouTube, and it's always good to support one another. Also, some of the changes on YouTube, you know, for us as creators and YouTubers. This is my second year on YouTube. I just kind of wish I did it years ago, you know, but I love the growth of my subscribers. Some people always ask me, why you don't show your subscribers? Like, that is just not what I want to do. And, you know, you're talking from a point of view of someone who has been in the game long time, since the internet birth, and looking at statistics on your own site. See, like a lot of people, they look at the algorithms and all that stuff for YouTube. YouTube is not my company, but I support YouTube because they let you be free in your own creative ways as long as you're not breaking the rules, you know. And I love what they're doing now. Is your content for children? And you check yes or no, and then they move those content away from children, and I love that, you know, because I'm a godmother, and you know, I love children to be in a safe space, and I'm glad to see that YouTube is working on that end with that. So that's a good thing, you know. And also, it's still going to be with the parents too, to make sure that they know what their children are doing, you know what your children are doing, and all of that when it comes to being on the internet. You know, that's just the vibe. Just know what your children are doing. And then with us, that's good that YouTube is putting those things there for us to check that box and be accountable as well. Even though this is sports and children could watch this, I still say not for children, only because, you know, we could be pairing a beer with food. See? And into the end zone, the 49ers go. Booyah. Just easy. They're having just a really, really good time celebrating, okay? So, Rodgers is not even in the field. This is going to go down for what it's going to go down. It really is like a snooze fest for everybody else watching, and for Packer fans, but not for the 49ers. So you all celebrate, okay? Because this is y'all time. All right. Get this extra point now. And it's good. 5-minute warning. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay, and so while we're just kind of chilling on that with the commercials and everything like that, it is so tempting, yes, to watch all of the Hallmark, the Lifetime, every single type of Christmas movies that are happening. The Christmas channels, of course, are already loaded on Sirius and XM, so you can either roll with that in your rides, or you can listen to it online. I've just been staying away from all of it because I refuse. I am going to enjoy each and every holiday. Halloween. It is a holiday. But you know what I mean. Thanksgiving. It's just like they totally forget about Thanksgiving. Do you remember, some of you, you know, you got to be OGs, when they would have the Thanksgiving specials, all of that, just consistently Thanksgiving specials. But they, after October and Halloween, see, they can't really get on Halloween because all of us Halloweeners, they know not to come mess with that. They be trying. But Halloween just dominates. But Thanksgiving, not enough of it. Where are the Thanksgiving shows? Where's Hallmark with the Thanksgiving shows? The actors need work. Why don't we do a lot more of that? I remember just watching like the Waltons, and Hallmark used to have a lot of the Thanksgiving stuff on there. And then of course you can still count on like TCM, Turner Classics to have it. But I'm going to have my thankful. Okay? I don't put up any trees. It's not that kind of party. Because I go in on Christmas. Don't get me wrong. But this is just not me. No tree getting put up, anything. And no music or anything. Because when it's time to do it, it's time to do it. So, after Thanksgiving, like going into that weekend, then it'll be time just to do its thing. December 1st is also going to be Founders Day for the Order of the Eastern Star. If you are a star, Founders Day Countdown is happening on the 1021 Magazine official YouTube channel right now. I am a proud Eastern Star, PHA, and it is Founders Day, oh yes, PHA. 145 years of stardom, we are the first. We are the oldest sisterhood of color in the world. That's right. And for OESPHA, 1847. December the 1st. 145 years of stardom. Founded OESPHA for the Sisterhood of Color in Washington, D.C., just like many of the collegiate sororities founded in D.C. And our many colors that we rock: blue, yellow, white, green, red. You can find those colors in the Women of Color sororities, added with other colors. And many sorority women, they also join the Order of the Eastern Star, PHA, or they could join International Scottish Rites. But it just depends on legacy. Because the Masonic family, we are the mother and father of them all. And with me, the sisters that went with me as stars, and shout out to Deborah chapter number 424 in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is my chapter, the oldest chapter in Charlotte, was myself and Lady Barbara Atwater, who was the advisor also for the AKA's UNCC 49ers. And also she held reign twice for graduate chapter AKA in Charlotte. So a lot of people who are sisters of Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, many know Miss Atwater, and also Miss Jan McCullough, also AKA. So it was us three that became stars, and so you always have a special bond with the ones that became, stars with you, or join this with you, join that with you. So I would definitely be having my cute little story times over there, counting it down. And I will also, on 1021 Magazine official YouTube, I will be taking some people with me on my little events and stuff. A lot of people, a lot of stars, especially online, you see where everybody wishes each other a happy Founders Day and all that good stuff. So it's always a beautiful thing, always, for service and all that good stuff. This game is completely done. Look at these tackles. These tackles have just been amazing. Just getting to where they need to be. Don't know if this is going to be easier for the 49ers, but we shall see. He's just sitting there looking like, I can't believe this. Yes, I think he's been sacked like 5 times. So he's on the bench. We just couldn't get anything started. It was just like the deer in the headlights, like trying to get something going and just couldn't get anything going. This is done and done. So what I'm going to do is set this back here. I'm coming up, just to let you know. I'm coming up, just to let you know. Thank you for locking into the live stream. This has really been a busy day. But as I think I got cut off saying, you know, I just don't show my followers because I think that triggers a lot of people. They see how many followers you have and people just get real triggered and they start trying to count the money. And how they could do that, I don't know. But you just want people to come. Hey, you come. I like to see someone make their own individual choice. You come and you decide if this is where you want to follow and not because you see so many followers or anything like that. You're making the conscious decision to subscribe to the channel because you like the content. You like what you see, like what you hear and all of that. So I think just like what Instagram is doing with the likes, you know, some people say it will mess up their money because people can't see what an influence they are to other people just because people follow you. But here's the thing between followers and likes and stuff like that. You know, in this world, some people can buy followers, buy subscribers. Like, they'll spend their money just to do that. And many times, too, you have the best of the best big celebrities that have their team go in and buy followers just to get their counts up if they're competing against another celebrity. So you don't really know what's really true out there as far as the likes and the subscriptions and stuff like that. So I just keep that to myself and my team who are subscribed to my channel and stuff like that. And then as far as with your money and with your influence, you know, a lot of people these days look for the instantaneous success type vibes. I thought this was doing it, but maybe not. Might try something else. Some of my chargers are about as dead as my team tonight. Oh gosh. I just think everybody needs to go back to basics. The only ones who are really winning are the ones who are owners of these platforms. And of course, if you're out there making your money and brand endorsements and stuff like that, but you have to make the noise on your own. And I've always told people this too. It's not doing anything. It's not doing anything. So that's going to down me. So nothing I can do about that. I could try one more. I think that particular charger is in its own room. I think people need to get back to basics. You need to have your own website. That way you can learn how to read statistics. It will show you who's coming to Will that do it? I don't think that did it either. I don't think that did it either, so I'm not gonna worry about it. When you have your own website, you're in control of seeing the full platform of everything. Especially if you go with a good host company. You get to see who's coming to your website, businesses, other online sites, everything. You get to see how long they stay, what time they come. If it's really in-depth stats, like what I have is like really in-depth stats. It tells you what countries are coming, and it gives you a really good idea on when to throw your content and then when to do live streams or anything like that. And it also tells how they got there through what search or what they search for. So it's just amazing. That's how detailed mine was. And so with that, you get a feel of your audience. I do not believe in buying followers. I do not believe in buying subscribers. And I don't care about likes. Because when you're on, people are looking. And you can believe you got a lot more people looking than liking. You know, just like, for example, say if you have 25,000 followers and your like count should be at least 15,000. But it's in the 1,000, 2,000s. You bought them followers. So where are the rest of them at? Just ghosts. Then also you got people behind the scenes for the bigger ones, the superstars who could throw in bigger likes. It just depends on the packages that you buy. You know, you have to look at the smoke and the mirrors of everything. So to keep people focused on what I want them to, and that is the content. No, you don't need to see the subscriber counts. You know, if you're going to be in a successful bag, in my bag, the new term, you definitely going to have to make connections with people. You're definitely going to have to get out. You're definitely going to have a good impression. First impressions are lasting impressions. And that can be so true. Sometimes there are no do-overs. Sometimes there are do-overs that work. So you just have to see what works. You have to get out, mingle, out and about. You have to stay consistent. And you have to believe, first and foremost, on what you're doing. Because people can see that. And it goes into your body of work, whether you post all the time or you post sometime. They want to feel like, this is why I should be subscribed to this channel, or this is why I should follow this person, or this is why this. And then you're always going to have those brands out there, no matter what your numbers look like. If they feel like you can represent good for them, then they'll do it. I'm brand ambassador for a lot. And when I say a lot, selective a lot. Because I must believe in the brand. And I've been asked to be brand ambassador to some things that I've just said no to. And it just depends on what it is. Does it align with what I believe in, you know, first and foremost. So no matter if you have low anything, people are always watching. And if you love it, you love it, and good things will come. Do the work, because nobody can deny the work. That's one quote that I always say a lot of times. Do the work. No one can deny the work. You just can't. This game is done and doneer. So what I'll do, we'll move on from that, and we'll go see about some sport news. My HBCU picks for football and this college football period were good. And I cannot wait to get into bringing in some more sports and gaming, TikTok, and all that other stuff, adventure, getting out and about. So let's see. What kind of sport news can we talk about that's worth anything talking about? So we can get some music going. So yeah, that's one of the questions I get, and I just tell everybody, don't worry about my subscriber accounts. I'm not worried about them. So the headline for sport news right now has shifted to Jerry Jones. His take on why the Cowboys lost. Let's go see what Charles Barkley has done. What kind of joke did Charles do? Seems like Charles Barkley was talking about Seems like the joke was made and then Barkley issued an apology. Tasteless joke. Tasteless joke about domestic violence, and everyone moved on from it, but not everybody moved on from it. Seems he had a back and forth with Alexi McCammon about treatment of women. So Barkley told him, I don't hit women, but if I did, I would hit you. So then you got the Domestic Violence Coalition coming at you, because there are a lot of women that are at the hands of domestic violence. It's nothing to joke around with. Women are murdered and killed, and you know, I've had close ones to me that have had their life taken from them through domestic violence, and there's nothing funny about that at all. So I don't think I want to go any further with that. He apologized for that comment in that exchange. So I'm going to throw that in the background a little bit. A lot of people are getting ready for Turkey Day. Some people just have that one day. Some people take off days. And so, what are your dishes going to be? Some people are going to be traveling to family or destination. Destination holiday travel has really picked up. People just want to start new traditions, especially when you have like some of the older people who have transitioned and passed on from this world. So they want to start new traditions and keep some of them and that kind of thing. So either you're traveling and going, two people are going to a destination, or you're being the host And I can say I've been on both ends of the spectrum. So either way, especially with the host, have the patience of Job. This is just temporary. Now we're going to hear all this talk here.
They were overwhelming. They hold Aaron Rodgers to just 104 yards passing. They sacked him 5 times. Green Bay in the process falls to 8-3. As for us, we get to give out some game balls. And let's begin on the offensive side. Jimmy G, 14-20.
So now we're 8-3.
Touchdowns. Kittle, 129 yards on the 6.
It could be worse. The stats, I'm very sure, are phenomenal for the 49ers. So if you're all traveling and everything like that, and I'm all over the place here, be safe. Safe travels to and from your destinations. And if you're not traveling for anything, you know, you got holiday traffic and stuff like that. So just be very careful out there. Watch yourself. It's holiday season. A lot of scams are going on. Don't let people get close to you. Watch your surroundings. You know, just be careful. Just be careful. Let's see any more stories that is going to speak to me. I guess we could go ahead and talk about one of the things that I just have not talked about here. So let's go back. Let's see what's happening with that. Colin Kapernick. Now, some people feel like take the payout and just be done with it. And invest well and just keep going with life. Others are saying just don't be that dream killer. And, you know, he wants to play. So if you can, let him play. And you can still do what he does for awareness and all of that. Now, some people said the news stories are just different. Different. But some people are saying 2 teams are ready to sign. Then you got other news who saying that after the workout and looking over everything, the NFL has not gotten back to Kaepernick. Okay? And is there still this standoff type thing? You know, some people, when they saw the meeting of the minds with Roger Goodell and Jay-Z, oh, Jay-Z is just a sellout, blah, 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 blah. Then when you get this, we're now ready to take a look at Kaepernick and see what's what and what we could do and see if there's any teams interested, or will this be a good move to bring him back into the NFL? Then people started praising Jay-Z. It was like, see, you needed that one person in the room to get things moving. Hey, pump the brakes. You got a lot of people in the media. You got different type of media to say different things. You got some media that says things with good source, sketchy sources who may know one thing and it turns out to be another encounter. You just don't know. But, you know, anything to throw those headlines going, okay? People are even talking about the rumor mill with Antonio Brown returning too, you know? Right up there, which has kind of moved away some of that Myles Garrett suspension talk and stuff like that. Since the workout, we're just hearing if something popped off or not. Most of these headlines are saying it was a failed workout. The odds were against him. Some people say the odds were in his favor. So we just don't know what's going on. It's a lot of talk. Does he fit back in the scheme of things through what's happening right now with the NFL? Can he ease his way back in? You can always count on Adam Schefter for some solid vibrations. So, a lot of people are having their say about what's going on, but I do trust Adam's say. So let's see what's happening here. In the week since Colin Kapernick worked out for 7 NFL teams at Charles R. Drew High School in Riverdale, Georgia, no teams have reached out to work him out, visit with him, or sign him, per sources. You have a legend that's not speaking about the workout, but is saying that Kaepernick is a hero and that Muhammad Ali would be very proud of him. And this would be the quote coming from the great, iconic Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A lot of people are saying that moment is over. So we'll just have to see. A lot of times it's a hard line when you want to talk about justice and really get your feet into the thick of things when it comes time for civil rights, human rights, just rights for people, and speaking up for things that are happening that you do not agree with. Some people say that when you're in these positions of professional this and professional that, you should really kind of step back and not say anything. But what does that say about freedom of speech and being vilified for anything? I think you should always stand for what you believe in. But then also too, there could be the pros, the cons, the risk, and all of that comes behind that, the backlash and this, that, and the third. So then it puts things on the line, and we've seen that not only with Colin Kaepernick, we've seen it with a lot of other people where you just have to part ways with companies and something that you love to do because of your strong opinions about something. And does Kaepernick fit into what's happening now in the NFL? Does he? Does he fit in with that? You know, we just have to see. Was the workout good for them? Or are they looking at the tape, not saying anything to anyone, not leaking anything, and then waiting until this season is completely over and he may be on somebody's roster? It's way too early to say this is a done deal. You could have your opinions all day long, but it's way too early for the scenarios. Right now, you know, NFL is focusing in on the now. And what's happening now is getting through these weeks, going into these playoffs, championship right around the corner. Then you got Super Bowl. Okay, the workout has been done. Jay-Z has gotten into that upper room, into the upper ears. You still don't know what's going on. I feel like it's too early to call. And I didn't feel like they were going to jump him in anywhere or make any big announcements right now. Because that focus is just too much. That's going to be like the talk of the. This is already the talk of the. You know, just trying to keep it lighthearted. So I wouldn't, if I was in the big offices and looking at everything, the scope of everything, even if there were teams ready to take them, not a word would I mention. And do my best just to play it low key. Play it so low key that you'd have them talking about this. Not a single team is looking at him. The NFL has not said anything to Kaepernick. And I let them think just that. Because guess what? We got to get through the rest of these weeks. We got these other issues that have happened. Playoffs, championship, Super Bowl. This can hold. And it is unfair to the players because wherever he goes, if he's getting back in, it's just going to derail that team when he gets on the field, say with other teams in the midst of now, or even just hearing about this. They need to just focus on this. So I wouldn't count it out. And until it is officially said, you can't count it out. You can say all day long, ooh, because nothing has been said. A lot of people, this is the instantaneous digital age of information. This is the instantaneous vibe right here. Everybody wants that instantaneous everything, the instantaneous great wealth of life, that instantaneous super bag, all that other good stuff. You know, a lot of people don't be looking at all that paying the dues, or how could we announce this without affecting everything else. That's my professional point of view right there. I feel like there are some talks going on. I feel like there are probably some teams that are looking. People are weighing and balancing. How do you introduce him back in? And that's one way to look at it. Okay, I like to look at life half full, not half empty. The next scenario for Kaepernick could be, we looked at the tape. There are some players interested, but does he fit into this? We just have to see. And I really like mums is the word. You know what I mean? More than anything else. And like I tell people, don't worry about people's bags. You don't know what's going on with how their bags are secured or anything like that. Pay your dues, keep it pushing, keep your faith, stay lifted, stay more positive, and do the work, because no one can deny the work. You know, and then make smart choices. You know, you could have somebody over here that's making $100,000. We'll just start there, right? But their debt to ratio is just so terrible that it's hand over fist every time, versus somebody over here who's making, say, $50,000, half of that. But their debt to ratio is wonderful. They're keeping it right. So they're able to save. They're able to invest. The bag is going great. So it is how you do things with what you got. And then keep building from there. Keep sending those positive affirmations up to there. And just roll with it. And, you know, you just see how it goes. So that's all the news that I want to talk about here. Packers 8-3. I'm going to take some looks at the Sports Center and different highlights and look at some of the statistics and stuff like that. More than not, I'll be back on for Monday Night Football. We'll just have to see. Stay close to the platforms. BB Love Sports is on Instagram, Twitter, and right here. There will also be tech talk, gaming, and all that good stuff because I am a gamer and I love the tech. Techie. All right, so happy week. Be very thankful. A lot of times if things are up or down, guess what? For someone else, it's probably more upper and more downer. Just be very thankful, very grateful. In this life that can sometimes feel so unforgiving. And be more at peace than not. Rise to your occasions. I love that saying that Jennifer Lewis, the actress, said, I'm not letting anybody take my sunsets. You know, when she says she's in the sunsets of her life, whether you're in the sunrise of your life or whatever, however you want to say it, don't let people take those moments in life to get you all out of your vibrations. You know? So that's it. I'm going to go take a look at Sports Center. And also, I will be enjoying a great cigar on my cigar page. Cigara Saint Sister. That's CIGARASTCISTAR. Cigar Saint Sister. And I'm going to be on the main page because I have two pages. One is Cigar Saint Sister Live. And I'm going to be enjoying a cigar. I'm going to be doing some story time because it's going to be almost the end of my extended Vlogoween. Got to get ready for Vlogmas. Yes, Vlogmas will be back December the 1st. And that's also, again, Founders Day for the Order of the Eastern Star of my sisters. And the brothers who are also in the Order. The Masonic family. Deep, strong, loving. Perfectly imperfect. So we took the L, Packer Nation. Let's see what happens. Counting it down. December's going to be almost here. Then, next thing you know, it's going to be Super Bowl. College is getting down to the wire. We'll see what happens. A lot of bowls out there. A lot of people are going to be attending. Woo! It's going to be a great time for sports, for football. Then you got basketball season happening. Go Celtics. I'm a Celtics fan. B, what's up with the green? Man, no. It's just I don't jump. And I have nobody talk about my C's. Let me tell you. We have 17 championships. Only one coming for us is the Lakers, behind us with 16. If you jump, then jump wherever, just like some of these players be jumping and trying to get those rings, that's on you. I'm going to stay put to the end, baby. Celtics. Okay, that's it. That's it. We're doing okay. But I always tell people, how many championships? How many rings y'all got? What? Even to Golden State Warriors. How many? Can I tell you how many we got? Shut them right up. Regardless, you come catch up to us and the Lakers. I hate saying that, but anyway. You catch up with us and the Lakers, then go ahead and start talking that noise. Until then, good, you got your rings. Those rings, okay? It's always good. That's the sport trash talk right there. So anyway, I'm out of here. Thanks for locking in. I should be back on for Monday Night Football. I'm about to go check out what happens. And again, if you want to come over and you want to join in with the cigars and everything like that, let's see. We're on East Coast time. this is going to be late. So some of you got to get up there and punch that clock, or if you're already off for Thanksgiving, you know, if you got to punch that clock, you got to do what you got to do, and you can watch that later if you want to come over there. But I'll be cutting, lighting, smoking a really great cigar, and just having a really good time, and it will be with live chat. So that's going to be in some hours. And I will have those alerts put on by the interns and editors on the platforms, on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, and then you'll see like the live stream, and it'll say live streaming in so many hours. So I'll have that ready to go to for that channel. That way people know exactly when it's going to happen. So until then, I'm on my chill flow. And I hope that you all have a great Sunday evening. And I hope that you all have a great week. It's Thanksgiving. Even through Thanksgiving, just be thankful. Be ever thankful. All right, everybody. Oh, Packers. I'm so disappointed. But we'll get over it. We couldn't be in better shape. But we'll see what happens. And my Monday night pick between the Ravens and the Rams, again, I'm going with the Ravens. But this should be a really good game. Because you don't know. I like these two teams. I like these matchups right here. So you just have to see what happens. All right, everybody, stay positive and motivated, and more to come. Thanks for locking in. I'm BB Davis. And you're right here with me at BB Those Sports, because I do. And more to come. Peace and love. Happy holidays. 'Tis the season. This is the most wonderful time of